What's going on, race fans? This is Falchion with you once again, and once again we are here with Max Speed Racing. That's MSR for those of you not in the know, for another Tuesday night league race, and we are going to get set up. Broadcast. Gonna detail the tires right now. Throw in the telemetry. Enable the lap data. Track map on full as usual, and let's see who's on the way out. So first up we have I am Mr. DJ CJ, or I'm Mr. DJ CJ. I always say that first part wrong every week. I apologize for that. But we are here at the Netherlands, Zandvoort. This is a great track. It's a track that I really enjoy racing, and the reason being is it's wide with super long straights, and even the corners are wide. So turn one is not going to be for the faint at heart. Turn one, most courses, you have to be extremely careful going in. You know what? I can't even argue very hard with that. Sky is one of the top drivers out here. Expecting to see him do great things today. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could make it. Geekmaster, what's going on? Glad you could make it as well. Like I was saying, the turn one is so wide here. You can go 3 wide if you have the skill, if you have the guts, and if you have the respect for the drivers going into that with you. It is wide enough to do that. It is fast enough to do that. But again, you have to be on point. You have to be willing to brake a little bit later. And you have to have the respect for the drivers going in with you, or you will definitely cloud it. So I'm expecting to see some insane racing today, and we're going to check out Dean real quick and see what he's doing on the medium tires for his first qualifying hot lap. That Ferrari looking pretty well planted, to be honest with you. Let's hop in the car with him. You see here, you're not having them do too much with bringing down the gears to go into these corners, and that's what makes this great. But this is an issue. This is going to be an issue today. I think it'll be nice once the tires get really warmed up, get some heat into them. But in the beginning, cold tires is going to be slippery. This track has been resurfaced recently, and so it can be a little bit slick in the early goings of a race. So Sky is an esports. You know what? I think I saw something about him on in the Discord. So let's go check out Sky, see what he's got. Oh, he's in the pits right now. Just being pushed back into the pits. We'll get up with him in a bit. I'm sure he's going to have a lot for us during the race. Right now we're with GTR Millard. As we see Sector 2, Sector 3 with the yellows. Shouldn't be too long before they're cleared up, and they're cleared up now. So DJ CJ, and there's another car down or around as Millard loses their rear end. Again, it's going to be really easy to do in these early parts of the race until the rubber gets down, until these tires get some heat into them. What is this, Graxon Sam? I think that's a new name for me. I don't recall seeing that one that name before. But anyways, glad to see another driver out here doing her thing. 16 drivers. Today we are missing the Mercedes team yet again. Unfortunately, illness has hit the Mercedes team, as well as some. They're also making some equipment adjustments and waiting for some equipment to come in. Let's head back up to see what Rogue is doing as he's coming in. IG blinds, 2 laps, running the medium tires. That's where I would be right now, just to kind of get in the banker lap and get a feel for how this track is rubbered in right now. As everyone trying to give a lot of respect. Glad to see that. You're going to need that in this race. And Sam comes in with a 1:11.2. Very good time. Very competitive. Oh, Sky is on his out lap, so let's hop in the car with him and see what we've got going on. Sky testing that grass out, giving some space. Definitely not going to want to be doing that during the race, testing the grass out. I mean, you definitely want to give space where space is warranted. As the cars jockey to see who needs to be where, looks like the Honda just the Red Bull, excuse me, just ahead of Sky on track now, is trying to figure out where they want to be as cars are coming through. Sky takes huge advantage, very smart. Although it could cost them with the these cars that are just going to be completing a hot lap. They may want to slow down now, so that could mess them up. There's the DRS hitting about 194 miles per hour down that front straight. Turn 3 there being about one of the tightest turns on the on the entire course here. This is another fast section of corners here where a lot of things are going to happen. I guess you are the beginning of Sky's fan club. Welcome, welcome. Let me give you a hand for that. We're glad to have you here. I'm glad to see that Sky has some fans in the audience. Let me see who else we have out. King, who crashed out last week, Sky's teammate, making room as everyone is trying to be out, but it looks like everyone keeps coming out at the same time, and the track just seems crowded today. Not sure what happened to Twiglet already, but that's unfortunate. Huggy Bear trying to make a statement with a 1:11.2.1. CJ trying to come up to speed. The veteran, the man, the myth, Websy. Looks like he's on a fast lap. Let's see what he can do as he goes into the pits and proves me wrong. That's okay. I can be wrong from time to time. Miller taking around the track really slow right now, as is Rogue. with just about 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go, everybody's going to want to start thinking about what tires they want to make their final qualifying laps on. You're probably going to want to start that at around 4.5, 5 minutes. That gives you a chance, if you make a mistake, to maybe do a quick swap of tires if you need to. You can see that the track looks like it's short, right, with everybody being all bunched up. Now, a lot of that is going to have to do with people just getting out on track on the wrong time, people slowing down to let other cars who are on a faster lap pass and everything. It's actually a good size, a good length of track, but it's wide. And see, right here, you can easily go two cars side by side. What I'm trying to say, if I can give my words out. Rodriguez is also out for some reason. It doesn't say doesn't look like they crashed. Maybe Rodriguez and Twiglet just decided to retire for whatever reason. Who can we check out? Let's check out GTR Daily here. Daly also going into the pits. Cotton is out on his hot lap, or excuse me, his out lap. Blah. Words fail me today. I apologize for that. Within that 5-minute mark, Cotton's out on the medium tires. I wonder if these are the tires he's planning to qualify on, as he tries to put some heat into him. Sure, he wants to slow down a little bit or get past this car. That works too. If he's about to hit his hot lap, which I believe he is just about to do right now. DRS should be now, but he didn't open his DRS. Interesting. That's curious. This doesn't seem like a hot lap. Let's jump up to the Huggy Bear, who was also on a hot lap. Sporting the soft tires, the red Bandit tires. Hoping that when he reaches his car, it's in a good passing zone. I don't think it is going to be. That's unfortunate. Down into 3 minutes. Oh, as he touches the grass and loops it. Better be careful there. You're going to get penalized for driving the wrong way. That's an easy disqualification to make a mistake and have. But I understand why he did it. The car just didn't come around like he was hoping it would. And DJ CJ is down into the 110.8s, I believe that is. Hard for me to see. Just kind of stepping away from everyone else. We'll check out Rogue on a hot lap. Grab a drink. Okay, maybe that will help the scratchiness in my throat. Try and get my mic back into the right position. Rogue through the stadium section. That's going to be a place where people can make a good pass through this section here, coming out of the stadium section onto the front straight. Again, a good place to make a pass. Whether somebody holds it tight or happens to go wide, you can get over or under them there. Turn one, again, a good place to make a pass. Gets really technical through here. You slow way down here as you see Rogue doing, although I think he's just finished with his hot lap, maybe. DJ CJ, satisfied with what he's done as far as time goes, retires from qualifying. Where's Sky? Sky all the way down here in 12th. Not going to want to be here. Sky qualifying on the medium tires with a minute to go, just over. Really smooth on the gears. I'm always impressed. Woo, almost hit his teammate there. That had to be a little off-putting. I wonder how much time it might have cost him. With about 40% on his ERS, I would think that he would want to charge that a little bit, but now he's back on the flyer. Let's see what he can do. And there he is, pulling off to the side. That's unfortunate. Able to only jump up into 8th. But I think 8th on this track is a good striking position. I do believe that he can get back or get up into the fight early. I know last week he was really upset not making it 2 in a row. Looking to make up for that this week. I don't think Huggy is on a speed that he can change where he sits. Oh, man, I forgot to mute my mic. Man, I probably disrupted everybody's qualifying there and just talking over the mic. That's my mistake, guys. I apologize for that. So let's see what we've got going. DJ CJ, Huggy Bear, Sam, Rogue, Websy, P5, BXT, Millard, Sky looking at P8. Going to be looking to make big moves. Cotton P9, Blinds 10, Crisp 11, Dean 12, King 13, Rodriguez 14, and I missed the last 2. I apologize for that as well. We are going to see here who put in the practice, who gained the confidence, who was really ready to push it in this race. Because if there's a race that you can push it in, once your tires get all that heat in them, this is the race, as long as it doesn't rain. If it rains, all bets are off, and we are just going to have to see how it turns out. I really should have someone start sending me the weather report. Before the race starts. I like in this time period right now, but they're probably really all too busy to do that. As the cars roll off, predicted stop strategy, lap 12 for your first stop, lap 14 for your second stop. It's going from the softs to the hards. Would I be confident with that? I don't know. But let's go through the drivers once again. This time we can get everybody in. DJ CJ in P1, Huggy Baron P2, Sam P3, Rogue P4, Webzy P5, BXT P6, Millard P7, Sky P8, Cotton is P9, Blinds P10, Chris P11, Dean 12, King 13, Rodriguez 14, GTR Daily 15, and Twiglet is in P16. Ready. All these drivers are ready to get it done. Position changed, telemetry enabled, lap data enabled, all ready to go. Looks like DJ CJ is trying to bunch the group together. Understandable, he doesn't want to be sitting on the at the front of the grid stationary for too long, generating a lot of heat into his engine. And it looks as though everyone is bunched together, so he did a really good job of that. I know a lot of drivers don't think about it and just kind of take off from the start, trying to get around this reconnaissance lap as fast as they can, but that has you sitting with no airflow flowing through your engine, and it does heat your engine up, and it does matter. So here we go. 5 on, 5 out, and the race is a go. Just trying to look at everybody through turn 1 here. And it looks like we did lose someone off to the side, and it gets worse. Let's as BXT and Sam are out of the race already. Dean catches a penalty. Let's try and check his car. I'm not seeing any damage with the safety car out already. Again, you can get it done in turn 1, but it requires a few things. The skill, you have to be able to modulate your throttle through there. The courage, you can't be hesitant. And the respect, you have to give people room. So let's see who's made moves. Webzy making big moves from P5 all the way up to P3. Blinds, the biggest mover, all the way up into P6. Unfortunately, Rogue loses a spot. Sky, got to be happy with that 2 spot move up 2 places into P6. Millard staying the same. Crisp up 3, Dean up 3, King up 3, Rodriguez up 3, and GTR Daily up 3. Cotton losing 4 as a bunch of cars are in to the pits. So Rogue on his way out now. Millard on his way out now. Cotton going from softs to softs. Way too early for a change over to anything else. On his way out. Luckily, still under a safety car. So, what are we expecting to see here? Man, I don't know. I didn't get a chance to practice with anybody today, or watch the practice with anybody today. Usually, Penfold or Evil host the practices, and because he's waiting for some equipment, he did not do so today. So, as far as I know anyway, there was no practice. There may have been individual practices, and that's probably the case, but unfortunately I was not there, so I don't know really what to expect from anybody. I'm really looking to see these cars stay really stacked up. Oh, as there is a collision. Let me see what we can see, if anything. I can't tell if there's any damage. I don't think Sky would. Oh, he did go really wide there and had to get on the brakes really hard there. He may have some front wing damage. If he did, though, I wouldn't expect him to be warming his tires. That would be dangerous and very conducive to a spin. So, but I honestly cannot be sure. As he falls back, we will see if he dives into the pits coming up here shortly. No, I don't think he is. He's warming those back tires by spinning them up. Safety car is in this lap. Okay, we're getting a really good view from Sky here, so we might stick with that. Maybe Dean's is the one to watch. Well, everybody is really bunching. Actually, Dean has backed off, but back up. It looks like Huggy let CJ get away, and CJ is around. Wow. Huggy P1, Websy now P2, looking to capitalize, looking to make something happen with these medium tires. I'm expecting Huggy Bear to just walk away with it right now, and we'll see what happens. Sky up to P3. Like I said, this guy always looking to make moves, always confident that he can win, always willing to do what he needs to do to make that happen, whether it works out or not. I know his fan club is cheering in the audience right now. Both Sky and Websy are within DRS range. Websy being in DRS range of Huggy, and Sky being in DRS range of Sky. I mean, Sky being in DRS range of Huggy. Websy, excuse me. Blah. And then King is just really falling back about 5 seconds as we lose another one. GTR Daily, will this bring out another safety car? Yes, it will. I have to admit, I did not expect to see a bunch of safety cars here at Zandvoort. A lot of guys running the soft tires, admittedly, and really not enough laps at speed to get too much heat into them. I guess yellows are breeding yellows. We've seen it happen time and time again. 3 cars out. Let's jump to the back of the pack. See what we've got going on. Dean and Millard coming out of the pits. Rogue taking it super slow. Gonna want to be careful. You don't want to be too far behind when it goes back to green. Twiglet making a very nice showing, up 6 positions, trying to keep his nose clean, taking what comes. Not a bad strategy. It's very much working out for him. DJ CJ back up and running. A healthy 25 seconds behind, really hoping to catch back up to the pack to try and fight back for his front position. With a good 30 laps to go, I believe he can do it. But it's going to take some good timed, well-timed stepping around other cars that may or may not be slower. And Crisp is up with the pack. DJ all the way up to only 16, now 13 seconds back. At this pace, it looks like he's going to be able to make it. I think Twiglet will be all right. I guess I'm worried about Millard and Dean right now. Can they make it back? I don't think he's going to. Crisp takes a 5-second penalty for a severe. Sky is out. Again, what happened? And under a safety car. This game really needs a replay function when you're in spectator mode. I'm surprised. I'm utterly shocked. Sky is out for the 2nd week in a row. King Darlin, or Daryl, excuse me, out. 5-second penalty. Severe collision. What is going on today? Are the tires just that cold that these guys are locking up into one another? Let's try to get an idea of the penalties here. So King with a 5-second penalty, Rodriguez 5 seconds, Crisp 10 seconds, Blinds 5 seconds as he drops down the order. Let's see if we can see what's going on with him. Oh, he's in the pits. Must have damaged his car. Cotton taking it dangerous. You gotta be careful. This grass is not your friends. This grass will grab you, spin you, and spit you out into a wall without even thinking twice about it. You have to be careful. King hit Websy. Takes another penalty. What is going on here? I guess King is hungry. Looking to really be up there at the start. I can't really blame him for that, but it's definitely not worth taking penalties. King let himself drop too far back. I think Websy let himself drop too far back as well. I'm surprised. I really thought these guys would just really tuck in, as GTR Miller has just retired as well. I did not expect a high attrition rate today. This is absolutely surprising. Oh, Sky heating the tires. Is it? I guess it's super slippery out there today, Sky. I'm surprised that so many people have hit one another. And you say that you were heating your tires, and I guess you must have spun them out and lost the back end. Is the track feeling cold or something? At any rate, you get to hang out with your fan club. Hopefully that can be some kind of consolation. I know you'd rather be out here on the track as Huggy takes the fast lap with a 1:13.9. He is expected to be able to go to lap 14 with the soft tires that he's on. As Websy doesn't seem to be able to make up ground. Cotton has made a pass on King and is catching Websy. It appears, again, those soft tires. Let's see if we can get an age on the tires. Cotton's tires, 7 laps old. Websy's tires are 9 lap old, and they are the mediums as they traverse the stadium section here. Websy has caught a penalty, unfortunately for him. Still not looking any closer. DRS is now enabled. Websy taking the fast lap though, so he must be increasing. DJ CJ has been able to make it back up to 4th. No penalties. Going to be looking to keep it that way. Oh, so you're getting overheating on the soft, so I guess that's why you decided to go out on the mediums. Can definitely understand that. Let's get back to the, well, we got the intervals here. DJ CJ is about 3.5 seconds back. Cotton is within DRS range of Webzy. Now let's see what he can do with that. Let's see if we can catch a hint of what Sky was talking about as far as overheating these soft tires. Webzy also within DRS range of the Huggy Bear. This should make for a very interesting front straight here in just a moment, as both Webzy and Cotton use their DRS there. Does what it needed to do to bring them up closer to Huggy. Let's see what happens as we come onto the front straight. Huggy into the pits. Interesting. It's lap 13, so it's around that window for it. Cotton it's possible that Cotton will be going in pretty soon as well. Although his tires are only 10 laps old, as King is coming out of the pits on the hard tires. I don't know, with everything going on the track today, I don't know if the hard tires is really where you want to be. It was part of the strategy for a one stop, so maybe you'll be able to get heat into them fast enough. I just don't know. Crisp's trying to make his way, make up this 11.2 seconds. Oh, okay, so Sky revealing to us in the chat that his plan, his strategy, the game as he calls it, was to set a bad time on the mediums. I mean, on the, what did he say? Bad time. On the softs, then go out for mediums. And then from his first stop, going to the hards. So, a lot of strategy going on there, but we've come to expect that from Sky. You can see just in the way he drives and everything that we've talked about over the past, what has it been, like 5 weeks, I guess, for me now. Strategy plays a huge role in how he races. I do wish he were still in this race so that we could see how his strategy might have played out, as Webzy and Cotton are into the pit. CJ goes into the pit. Dean into the pit. Webzy lost a place in the pit. Webzy loses 2 places in the pit. Interesting. Front 3 jump onto the mediums as Mr. DJ CJ goes around on his mediums. Rodriguez gets disqualified for blocking the pit lane. That is unfortunately a really easy thing to do. Easy to go around coming out of the pit lane on this particular track. So, Websy into P3. Huggy Bear, P2. Cotton, P1. CJ, able to recover and hold P4. What's going on, J-Lock? Glad you could do that. I appreciate it. This guy saying he likes strategy games more than he likes battles. I can understand that. Battles are far more dangerous, and strategy takes a lot more thinking. And not a whole lot of drivers are really into trying to play out a full strategy for the full race. So that really can help. As Rogue is out of the race, and we are down to 9 drivers. And while we have this safety car, if you guys will excuse me a second, my new puppy is causing trouble behind me. I will be right back. All right, I apologize for that. Really? Have you talked to Pinfold about it? That would be cool. To have a co-commentator would be awesome. I'd really like to hear your thoughts on what some of these other drivers are trying to make happen during these races. As we are back in the race, let's jump to Crisp here and see what he's got going on, as he's trying to stay in touch with King and is not too far back. He can make it happen. He has elected to go onto the soft tires, so he's going to have to definitely make another stop, as King is on the hards. If he can get that heat into him, he should be able to go to the end. From lap 14, the strategists were saying you can make it to the end on the hard tires. Twiglet also on the softs. Just a lap old, now too old. Looking to make a move on Dean, goes to the outside. You can make it happen. Now you just got to hold on through this twisty bit. Right here, he should be able to gain a lot of ground under the Slipstream. As they both catch blinds. Blinds goes wide, trying to take that tighter entry. As Blind steps it over the line just a bit. Twiglet to the inside. What a move. He was chomping at the bits for that and made it happen. That was well done. Congratulations to Twiglet on that beautiful 2-in-1 move, as DRS is now enabled. DJ CJ takes the fastest lap with a 1:13.1. Cotton still in P1. Twiglet just moves up to P5. Webzy P4 within striking distance for a DRS. DJ CJ P3 again striking distance. Cotton P2 striking distance. It's all to play for here. I don't even feel like outside of Blinds, who just ended up having to go into the pits, unfortunately for him. Everybody seems to be in a race right now. Maybe we've gotten to that point where there's good rubber on the track, good heat in the tires. Everybody's calmed down a little bit. Dean just about 3.5 seconds back from King, but he and Crisp are in a fight as Crisp has DRS down the straight. Crisp really looking to utilize these soft tires right now. He cannot allow himself to be stuck behind Dean on these soft tires. These soft tires are going to go off pretty rapidly, and Dean can make it to the end without a problem. I don't think Crisp can. I think Crisp is going to have to stop. Let's see what we've got going on up here in front. Safety car. Who did we lose this time? Blinds is out with a DNF. Unfortunate. And then there were 8 drivers still to go as Cotton searches for the safety car to stack up behind. Sky saying Webzy is going to have the better tires for the end on the hards. So in the top, well, let's just call it everything because it's 8. Huggy and King have the oldest tires. Huggy's tires are the mediums. I'm not sure how, I didn't see anything about how long the mediums could go. Webzy on only 5-lap old mediums. I mean hards. So I think, yeah, towards the end of this lap, not this lap, towards the end of this race, Webzy's tires should really be coming into their own. Should really be able to push. Sky says the medium tires are so dangerous now. Maybe the first 3 guys in the last laps. Or they may have to come in for the last laps because their tires are going to become an issue. So you heard it here, guys. Sky is calling it that he's expecting the top 3, Cotton, DJ CJ, and Huggy Bear, to have to be having issues with their tires come the end of this race. I thought for a second Cotton was going in. A little bit of a fake. Evil, I saw that you sent me a message. If you want to send it to Discord, I can read it. Outside of that, it'll have to wait if it can, I hope. Or I hope it can, or if not, again, feel free to send it through Discord, and I can look at it. And maybe you have, and I just hadn't looked at it. No. But yeah. The skies are looking a little dark as well. Could this end on a wet track? And if it does, the safety car is in this lap. Now, right now, I really would expect these guys to be bunching up. But the Huggy Bear has dropped back a little bit. Here we go through the stadium. Now they're starting to bunch up. Now you really just want to be under the wing of the car in front of you, I think, for that race down to turn 1. We're going to run it with Websy. Looks like the medium tires did have a little bit more grip through that last corner. But it's okay. Websy is able to keep pace, is able to keep up with everyone. All of them looking to regenerate heat. Huggy Bear hard on the heels of DJ CJ. DJ CJ with a great race, making it all the way back up to P1 as we saw Cotton go off and clout the wall. He is definitely going to have to pit after that. 13 laps. He can do it. He can jump onto the soft tires and make it. We saw in the beginning of the lap they were expected to be able to go at least 14 laps. So will that be his plan? But how far back is he going to drop? Or will he even go in? Yeah, he has to, as Dean passes him with relative ease. And there goes Crisp. What tires will he jump on right now? We are about to find out. Looks like he is going to the softs. Gets that nose changed, and he is off. Cotton looking like he's really going to have to push it now. I want to see how the Huggy Bear is hanging on with his tires. As we lose King as well. Down to 7 racers. I'm surprised. I did not expect. I did not expect this much attrition in this race, as I've said. And who was that was around? DJ CJ. Wow. He really must be kicking himself right now after fighting all the way back. And yes, Sky, I agree. Websy needs to stay in his zone. And it looks like he's doing that. It looks like he's not trying to fight it. Maybe conserving his tires a little bit, just doing what he needs to do to keep Huggy within DRS range. just within DRS range without really pushing. Knowing that Huggy is on the medium tires, I would suspect he knows. He should be able to see them. I can see them from his car. There's the DRS. Huggy looks like he's driving a little bit more conservatively than he normally does, at least through that stadium section back there. Huggy with the feint, trying to get Websy to go in. I don't think Websy's going to go in. Unless there is a sudden downpour, I think it would be a mistake for Websy to go in at any point from here on out. Unless the track just somehow gets so wet that these his hard tires just can't grip. But we do see droplets of rain falling in front of him. Let's take a look at Twiglet up into P3. Twiglet trying to make it happen. His soft tires, 4 laps old. He should be able to make it to the end if the rain holds off just a little bit. Right now, I do not envy Twiglet all the emotions that he's going through. Up into P3. Do you push? Are you worried about Dean? I'm going to tell you, Twiglet, I'm not pushing if I were you right now. I'm trying to stay ahead of Dean. Right? This P3 is going to be big to you. This P3, I promise you, will feel like a win to you. If you can make that happen. Run your race. Don't worry about what's ahead of you. Don't even worry too much about what's behind you unless Dean starts showing his nose. Just run your race, buddy. And I promise you, you are going to feel like you just got to win. This guy saying that Websy can save his tires behind Huggy and his ERS and can push to the end. Well, let's jump back up to that race because, we just saw somebody around. Twiglet. Oh, my goodness, Twiglet, buddy. I'm heartbroken for you now. I truly am as you go around. As the safety car is out, we lose Mr. I'm Mr. DJ CJ. How unfortunate. Huggy, drive-through penalty for speeding. Okay, Websy. What are you going to do? So Websy is going to change his tires. This will not count as the penalty for Huggy. He's still going to have to serve that penalty under the green flag. unless the rules have changed and I don't know about it. So, Huggy onto the intermediate. Websy onto the intermediates behind Huggy and behind Dean. Right now is not a bad time to jump onto the intermediates. Normally I would think it's too soon, but you're under a safety car. You can get a feel for how these tires are gripping, and if they're not providing you the grip that you want or need, you can jump back in and change your tires again. But this is going to stack that field up. Too soon for the inters. I would agree with that under normal circumstances, but I want to say these guys are testing. Well, I don't know. I can't speak for them. But yeah, I don't think the intermediates are going to grip right now. There's not that much water on the track. So Dean might be in the catbird seat right now with Cotton. Nope. Dean. No, who's going in? Huggy went back in. Did he realize? No, he just went back to the intermediates. That puts Twiglet back in the third. Another chance. Another shot. Can you make it happen? Websy is going to have to be extra careful on these tires. Right? Any mistake and Dean could just walk away with it. I'm expecting Cotton to try and make hard moves up through the field. The one bad thing for Dean is that his medium tires are 8 laps old. Sky is telling you, Websy, you cannot make a mistake. If you do not make a mistake, Sky is telling you that you will win. Can you hear him? Can you hear his thoughts in your helmet right now, Websy? This is your big chance. But it's also a big chance for Dean. I know he must be feeling it in his heart, just like Twiglet back in P3. But this is it. This is the point of the race where no more mistakes can be made. Safety car is in. And they are back off to the races. If something was going to get messy, I would have expected it to get messy right there. Everybody looking like they came through clean. As Cotton passes Crisp, showing that his soft tires are still very much working. Cotton goes past Twiglet up into P3. Oh, as Cotton tags, Websy loses his front wing, at least a part of it. That's going to kill him. That's going to absolutely kill him. He does make it past Websy. Is Websy regrouping right now? Or is he thinking, did he see that wing drop off in his mirror? And is he thinking that Cotton has to go in? We're about to find out. Looks like he held that really nicely. Cotton does not seem to be having a problem where Websy seems to be struggling a little bit on these intermediates. Did that hit from Cotton shake him up? Cotton trying to make grounds on Dean. Twiglet is certainly making grounds on Websy. Websy really seems to be struggling up there. Sky letting us know that the mediums are dropping off around lap 15, 17, or after having 15 to 17 laps put on them. DRS is enabled. To me, that's the biggest indicator of it being way too early to be on these intermediates. Dean looking like he's struggling on those 11-lap-old medium tires. Cotton is sitting on a penalty. Let's see what that penalty is. 3 seconds. Right now, Dean just has to make his car wide for the next 3 or so laps. As Cotton gets the DRS. You're not going to want to push too hard. You're not going to want to play on those curbs too much. For sure. Websy having fallen 6.5 seconds back. I'm just not sure what happened. I'm just not sure if he took damage in that clout from Cotton or what. But the race is right here for P2, P1 and P2. Those who have decided to stay out on the dry tires, proving themselves to be the superior strategists in this one. As Dean gets a little bit sideways, Cotton's not able to capitalize on it. I think Cotton's going to be looking to get it done at the end of the straight going into turn 1, coming through with the help of the DRS. As we are about to see that happen, let's see what he can do. Half a second back. So close. Cotton unable to make it happen. It's a little bit slippery down there for sure. There's going to be a little bit of push if you're on that inside line. Sky saying that the dries are still better in these conditions. I absolutely agree. As Websy now is able to seem to maintain pace. Unfortunately, he is not gaining on these front guys. Well, no, I'm wrong. There's about half a second for him there. Cotton about to try and make it happen again. Sky feels like the enters are going to come into their own on the last lap. Can Cotton make it happen? No, too far back. As Dean steps off the track a little bit, Cotton takes full advantage. But Dean is not giving up the fight. And there he goes. Those soft tires just being a little bit better than the mediums, right? Than Cotton's 6-lap-old soft tires being a little bit better than Dean's 14-lap-old medium tires. And Webzy well up into the fight now. Perhaps Webzy had a strategy all along. Hang back a little bit. The rain does not look like it's going to stop. Sky says in the last laps, the intermediates are going to come into their own. We're seeing that happen right now. Cotton, Webzy able to jump to P2. Cotton's penalties causing him the pain. Dean takes the win. Twiglet gotta be happy for that P4. Congratulations to all the drivers that were able to stay in this one. Man, that must have been a tough race. Dean being voted the driver of the day by the game. Showing everybody love, thanking everybody for the love they have shown him, and hoisting that trophy. Congratulations, Dean. Round of applause for you. Congratulations to all you guys able to stay in it. I feel for you guys not able to. This was a tough one. And unexpectedly so. Oh, struggling with words today. So, Dean with P1, Webzy P2, Cotton P3. That penalty once again comes in to hurt. Twiglet P4, Crisp P5, excuse me, Huggy P6, DJ CJ P7, King P8, Blinds 9, Rogue 10, Rodriguez 11, Millard 12, Sky 13th, GTR Daily 14th, and let's see if we can beat the clock here. Sam 15th and BXT 16th. Good job, everybody. That looked like it was one heck of a race, one tough race. Congratulations once again. And yeah. So, there you go. There you have it. The Netherlands, Zandvoort. It was a tough one out there today. Rain coming in at the end of the race, messing with strategies, and it was exciting. I felt excited. I hope you guys did too. Thank you everyone for watching. This guy says what Webzy did a great job with the inners. I agree. One more lap, I think Webzy might have taken it. But that's going to be it for this race. Once again, if you're watching, thank you. If you're watching and you're not a member or participating in this, and you think you might like to, I think you should do it. Just all you need to do is have an Xbox or be in the Xbox ecosystem, I guess. and hit up Penfold. That's PENF0LDD, and he will be able to get you all set up and raring to go. It's a fun group, a lot of fun racing out there, and I think you should do it. So, until next time, this has been Bausch, and I want to thank you all for watching again. And on behalf of the MSR, you know me, I'm Ghost. Two fingers is peace. Later.